Welcome back to Sul'dan Plays Dark Souls, Daughters of Ash. Just a reminder, remember that if you play Daughters of Ash, to play in offline mode or disable your internet in another way so that the game server doesn't view you as playing online with altered game files. Anyway, time for us to try to explore. And we explored here. Need to go down from here? Yes, down from here. No. Or was that up from here? Yeah, it was down from here. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go this path, see... I don't remember where this one led, so I've just got to check real quick. Ugh. Okay, so this leads there. So that leads back to Firelight. I can keep the headset in my ear enough that I can hear it, but out of my ear enough that it doesn't block my my hearing and make my voice sound all weird to me. If you didn't see the Outlast episode, basically I think the headset is finally either kaputted or it's just decided not to work today. We'll see. So I may have to look into either borrowing a headset or, you know, otherwise doing things, finding some more comfortable headphones or something. If you'd like to help the channel get headset and things, please check the Patreon. Not trying to, you know, overly advertise that, but, you know, since this has come up, I feel it's worth mentioning. But yeah, basically I'm going to re-explore down here and see if there's anything. I'll jump cut over the repetitiveness. You rose up into the wall, didn't you? I mean, Gaping Dragon doesn't even seem to be in the mod, so I don't... I'm gonna see if there's any doors or anything on the side of the boss room. Oh, now you're here? I came through here earlier and you weren't here at all. Why are you now here? I don't understand that. Did killing another boss trigger it? Excuse me? Excuse me? If you made it invisible, so help me. Oh, never mind, it just, for some reason, didn't load. But it's also had a name change. Why do I hear spellcasts? Why am I teleport? Why am I in the painted world? Why am I... You know, 1 health. Okay, mod, you have successfully made me question my existence yet again. Wait, don't they explode? Yep. Kind of. Yeah. But why don't you use a blooming moss clump, I'm sure you're wondering. Because I'm really bad about not wanting to waste them. And because, you know, here's Goober number 2. There should, quote-unquote, be a... Oh, no, there's not going to be a bonfire. It's not going to be that merciful. I actually am going to have to use a moss clump. Because it's probably going to be a one-time only event thing like the other one, so I'm going to... Was there 2 of you and I just didn't know it? I do have a backup save at least, so worst case scenario, I know where to go. But I really don't want to deal with these goons. Roll! Okay, Okay, so if I'm careful, I can kill them without triggering that. That doesn't open from this side. So I'm gonna have to be a little careful. Oh, you're so nice. Ah, it's a trap. How many of you are there? I'm not falling for that today. I'm too smart for that. Not too smart to hit my sword on the wall, but... Oh, okay, so yeah, there's 3 of them. There's one up the stairs, one to the left, so... Okay, one down. Okay, so the other one can't shoot me from here. It's never that easy. What am I missing? Oh hi! Oh hi! Fire Dog in Iceland. I hear more of them. I hear the little tiptoes of fire doges. Oh hi, where did you come from, sir? Well played. Yes, I know I'm wasting Estises, but I don't know. This may be a one-time only thing I can do, so... Got lots of souls and would like a bonfire. And I can use a homeward bone, so there is that. I mean, I'm not going to. I just mean the game didn't block me from using it. I kind of figured that it was going to block me from doing so. Oh. Move! If I don't respawn in this area, what I'm about to do is, you know, do the thing. Which will cost me about 11 minutes, but we'll see. Okay, it didn't. It did not kick me out. There is an 18,000 soul bloodstained state. We will cross that bridge when we get there, no pun intended. I roll off the cliff and it's just... I really don't like those things. What gameplay point is there in an enemy that... I get it if you had to be strategic, but it's not even that. It's just, you know, dumb luck. If you happen to be too close when it dies, thanks to be you. I don't like them as enemies. I like them design-wise, I just don't think they were utilized properly. Actually, there is one thing I can try to do. Hang on. Can you back off for like 5 seconds? Let's try. Poison bite ring should affect toxic as well. So let's try that. I mean, it's not like anything in this area is making me bleed, so the bleed resistance wasn't hugely benefiting me. Nope, still toxic. I greatly dislike this area. Sorry, I don't dislike this area. I should be more specific. I love this area. The area is beautiful. The landscape is so different compared to the rest of Dark Souls. I greatly dislike an enemy that will, with nearly 100% effectiveness, poison me every time I fight it. Sorry, toxin me every time I fight it. You know, let's try try this. See, I can't switch out of them. This part is just more about patience than anything. Because of my limited downside to using headsets, sorry. Like I said, they're only halfway in my ear, so if I move wrong, they pop out. Okay, so in theory, I don't have to go in there. So the question is, where did the hollows come from? They were on the bridge hanging. I see. That's where the extra dog came from. I didn't get to test whether that's still going to toxin me, but at this point I'm kind of glad. Because I'd rather get my blood stain. Oh, hi, Fireball. Fireball McGee. Okay, got both of you. Great. One Estus left. Guaranteed to get my blood stain back. Okay, not quite guaranteed, but incredibly likely. I don't know whoever is right there, but I don't want them. Oh look, the other dogs do eventually show up. I think fighting them on the staircase is just giving me a really good... I don't know what quite the shape of the hitbox on that attack is. Okay, if I run through here, then I can deal with him. There's an item there, but I don't remember if that's death or not. No, there's an item down there. I mean, it is kind of death. Snow rats, yeah, I forgot about that. Washing pole, not what I expected to find down here, but why am I only hearing him down here? There we go. Now I got both ears. Oh, I don't like them being in my ear. No, don't get me wrong. I love in-ear headphones. I don't like it when I'm having to talk though, because it warps my, volume detection and other abilities. Aha! Trap rat. Or is it a rat trap? Ah, old Transformers reference. Yes, I can fight them without instantly being poisoned. Okay, see that I don't mind. Even if it filled it up 90, like almost all the way, but it'd be really hard to do that because you never know what gear your player is wearing. Hello, lots of trap rat. The rats do this sometimes. I want you to think they're harmless. And then they remind you they're not. Oh, what did you drop? Humanity, so I could heal. I really don't like whatever that sound is. I worry about what it means. Yes, I know there's a bow and arrow somewhere. I don't know where. Yes, that was kind of stupid. There's a reason I did that. In Daughters of Ash, you cannot break barrels and such by rolling through them. So if I'm going to jump across there, the barrels have to be dealt with first. Wasn't trying to walk off there, but glad I'm not taking damage from every attempt. Camera, what are you doing? I don't even begin to know what just happened. I flicked the camera where I wanted. Aha! Well, I feel like I wasted that. I'm about to have to do something I don't like doing. When in doubt, and when carrying almost 2 levels up worth of souls, I don't know what's down here, and I don't approve of that. Hear lots of stomping. Stereo sound is not quite as clear as I like it to be, so I'm having trouble telling left from right a little bit. Okay, so you're there. Are you the same one that was over here? No. No. Clearly want to go this way because it means less fall damage. I hear dogs and I see a rat. And I also know that that guy could turn around and come back at any time. So I'm probably better off going up this ladder. I want to know how you dodged that. Sorcery is this? Shadow equipment. At least now I know I can fight them. I don't have to be as paranoidly cautious because I can survive. Oh, hi! Okay, I don't know where that slime came from, and that kind of frightens me. I needed a large Titanite shard, though, so I think that's enough to actually upgrade my, Bloody Greatsword. Oh. Hi, dog. Why shield? I know there's a rat in here, I just had to make sure what else was in here because the rats are for some reason being passive. They're wanting me to let my guard down and then they would kill me. You know what? I'm gonna let go. You puzzle me just enough. His torch is put out and he's curled up like he doesn't want to fight. I'm puzzled by that. It wouldn't be the first time Dark Souls has done that with some plot significance. You know, some ambient storytelling. So I'm gonna let that one go. And hope really hard there's no slimes waiting on the ceiling. Oh, hi. Why are y'all invincible when you're climbing? Soul of a Blind Wizard and Hush. Both good spells. Don't want to deal with that right now. I mean, oh wait, yeah, that's right. Isn't there always a zombie dragon here? Yeah, because that's the bridge. Oh, I don't want to deal with you. Until I have a bonfire, I ain't dealing with you. I likewise don't want to deal with the source of that sound. Because that's the sound of a asylum demon. That's the noise asylum demons make. How many of you are there? There's 2. There's 1. Backstab. The worst thing you... Well, I mean, I guess that gets them out of the way. And, does it without you getting poisoned. Yeah, you cut that, and then now that item will be down there. There's the Phalanx troop. A very interesting group of enemies. Okay, so now we're back to the start, but we still have no bonfire. And I'm not going to keep burning humanities. I don't like those step stompy sounds I'm hearing. I'm not keen on taking him off unless I have to. I'm not keen on finding out what the other sound is either. You know, I wondered where that boss had been moved to, but I really didn't think it was just gonna one-shot me out of nowhere. Oh wow, my shield came up just in time, so it actually greatly reduced the amount of poison. That's neat. Oh hey, I can turn left here. Well. You die. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be going off the path. There's a bonfire. No. Bonfire the trap. Oh, it's just not oh. You didn't return my Estises when I died. Oh, hi, I saw that clip through the wall. I don't want to fight y'all. Okay. Rest at bonfire. That gives me my M stuff. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No, that's cheap if I've ever seen it. Oh, look, there's the bloodstone. So yeah, there he is. That's why I kept hearing the asylum demon noises. I'd recommend not climbing up there even though there's an item, because crows. And I'm puzzled. There's a bonfire that exists, but you can't use it because if you do, you die. And I am bewildered as to how to deal with that. Like, say I go up there and I kill the 2 crows. Okay, as soon as I use the bonfire, they respawn, which means I don't have time to use the bonfire for bonfire things. Moving the bonfire there is fine. Putting an enemy there is... I would have recommended having it like the, that night where defeating him is what makes the bonfire, you know, do bonfire thing. Make the bonfire appear when he's defeated. There's a reason I used that humanity. I didn't just use it to heal. Okay, there's 2 level ups. And see, now I'm going to spawn at this bonfire, which will itself create an infinite doom loop of stupidity. But I used up the souls at least. See, this right here. How is this? There are those 2 humanities right out the window. All I wanted was to kindle the bonfire. But no, I'm going to just endlessly spawn here with the stupid crows. I can get out of here without dying. That's not the part that offends me. The part that offends me is what was the point in the bonfire? Legitimately. Because all I've done is thrown 2 humanity away, so that now I can get Estus. I don't see... What should have happened, I guess in my opinion, is there is no bonfire on this roof. You come up to the roof, you kill that guy, the 2 crows appear, you kill them, and when they're defeated, bonfire appears. Because that would have made sense. That would have been a bonfire that you could get by challenge. But as it stands, it's not. It's a bonfire that you can... I mean, you can activate it, which gives you the ability to get Estises. That's great. But you can't sit at it to teleport. You can't sit at it to heal. Okay, you can sit at it to heal, but I mean, you can't... I barely got to level up, and there's other better stuff I could have used those points on. Nah, well, I would have put them there anyway. I'm just being grumpy. I also feel like I feel like putting the bonfire there was a neat idea, and it's one of those cases where it's sad that it's kind of spoiled because of what else happens to be there. And I'm falling. But I have a bonfire. Andres. Wait, are you telling me now they decide not to respawn? I don't understand you, game. Maybe that is what it's supposed... But I've killed both of them before. I don't know. Maybe they are supposed to not respawn, and somehow I just broke the trigger. In which case I will, give that bonfire a passing score. I retract my complaint. It may look like those rats are avoiding me, but I've learned over the years in Dark Souls rats, they do that. They look like they're avoiding you, and then when you least expect it, they turn around and decide to attack. So you can't trust that they're actually trying to avoid you. You can trust that they want to bite your face off the moment you stop looking at them. It's not legitimately triggered by not looking at them, of course, but Still, it's best to not give them the opportunity. And that's a clean and quick way to get us over here, which I can then jump down here and avoid Mr. Crazy Demon and the zombie dragon, neither of which do I want to deal with right now. Watch, he's going to attack me through a wall or something, but... or I'll summon crows. Okay, there is nothing over here. Oh, hi. Didn't want a crow. Didn't ask for crow. Got crow anyway. Horn effects, your brethren are being quite annoying to me. It went of its own accord. I think I may actually be stuck. No, there's a door down there. Okay. Okay, it was... oh, there you are. Okay, there must be some kind of render distance. Oh, hi, dog. I don't want. Can I not? Okay. Don't like clipping through walls to kill stuff, but... okay, so this time don't jump. Don't jump off cliff. Okay, so that does narrow down our options. We can either go up or down. Up is crows. Down is, you know, him. And since I don't want to fall down there and deal with him, I'm going to try to lure the crow out. You saw that. Crow jumped down there. Can crow get to me from down there? That crow has a way up here. Like, the pathfinding is taking it somewhere. Generally, if an enemy starts following a path like that, it means that there is a way that the pathfinding sees a way to get them to me. But I'm impatient, and I don't want to stand here and wait for it. That one didn't survive the fall. I'm not even risking it. Man, these crows. You have wings! Drink the Red Bull! Hello, normal crow. Hello, normal crow. Hello, not normal crow. Why? I mean, I know why the item that was normally up there isn't up there, but still. Normally you'd get a red eye orb, which would be used for, you know, repeat invasions. That's not very useful in, you know, in a single-player only version of Souls. Oh look, it did find its way back. Please, continue attacking. I don't like whatever you're doing there. I don't approve of whatever you're doing there. Yeah, I think the only way left is to go, you know, forward and no. No head biting. I think the only way forward is to attack him. Now, I could plunge attack onto his head, but the problem... Bye, Crow. The problem with that idea is that I have a lot of souls, and I don't want them to, you know, into the ether. So what I'm going to do... You know, I haven't had enemies drop humanity in a long time, and that saddens me. Like, after the Necromancers, there just hasn't been any. The game decided it gave me too much and just disabled it. No, it only died. Okay, so yeah, that did seem to fix itself. I mean, I could push dexterity up, and I probably will at some point. But for now, I'm kind of just bumping my health up bit by bit. It's not something I normally do, but, you know, I mean, in Dark Souls 1 specifically, usually I just, you know, max out strength and dexterity and lots of carry capacity. But usually, you know, this is more stamina than I've ever gotten up to before. Normally, I would have fought and gotten to have those rings, I think. Which is one of my favorite items ever in Dark Souls 1. It gives me lots of carry capacity that I don't otherwise have. So before we pause, I guess I'm just going to make one quick run at the demon down there. And I'm going to die horribly, but I'll be able to say that I tried. That went well. He's not even a... Man, you got demoted from boss, I see. Explosion! Explosion! Another explosion! Man, you're exploding. Another explosion, you say? Okay. Can we do something else? Oh, I forgot you can do that. Let's do more of the other normal explosions that don't end in me losing most of my health through a shield. Get around him, and it's frustrating. He's not designed for this room, I mean, honestly. I really don't like that attack. Like, design-wise, I've always been bothered. Because I've never been able to really figure out where the epicenter of the explosion is. Oftentimes, it'll be on the wall behind me, and sometimes it'll be right at my feet, and it just doesn't seem to follow a pattern. Also, there's an item here, apparently. Blood sheet. I am not familiar with that. Boosts various resistances. Can you back off when I'm trying to read? This isn't a complaint against the mod nor against the design of the Asylum Demons. I've just always found that the shockwave bit to be quirky, and it doesn't seem like it really fits. Sure, why not? Because he's not coded for a room with obstacles, his attacks aren't designed to, deal with the obstacles. He's designed for that room before the Centipede Demon where there's all the branches that I walked through and seemed surprised that there wasn't an enemy in it, because lo and behold, that's where he's supposed to be. He's annoying to fight, but the room is rectangular. It's long and slender, and you can maneuver around within it. I risk attracting birds if I do this. Didn't count as a plunging attack for some reason. Really lucky, almost killed him because he never used that attack, and then he started just spamming it. That's how much of an RNG the Asylum Demon 0.2 or 2.0, whatever you want to call him, is. Traditionally, one of the easier ways to beat Asylum Demons would be with bleed damage. You see, with the little serrated knife, I would occasionally do like 500 damage or so. I forget the exact, case point being that there was a, oh, you stupid hollows aggravate my existence. And I'm stuck. So, yeah. Yay, staircase that he's not programmed to deal with. Great, he's using it again, so now... Oh. Can you not? Can you stop? Can you use any of your interesting attacks that don't involve you flailing around the arena like a fat ballerina? Can the frame rate stop doing whatever it's doing there? I need to rely on this, but it's working. So I don't know what's happening, but he seems to be stuck in a loop. I don't care. This is what I was talking about before about manipulating him. And then he does it twice in a row, so yay! One hit from dead. No, not gonna happen. Just decides that he's gonna do it twice in a row while I'm backed against a wall by his collision box. That's fair. That's fair. That's counterable. That's in any way something the player can deal with. Can you move, you idiot firecasters? soon as I get him within one hit from dead, he jumps off somewhere I can't reach him, and then does that. Is spam the random alien blast. It tracks you, and it's huge. I would be fine with it being massive if it didn't track me, or tracking me if it wasn't massive. You can't have it both. You cannot have it both be tracking and massive. Wait, I can come down here this way? Really? I'm not gonna survive. Because, you know, I don't have my... Okay, somehow I accidentally got down here. I don't want to deal with phalanxes. If you have exploding fireball, it's really nice. You can hit whole groups of them. They can also pelt you with spears at long range. Throw them, or, you know, poke you with them. Shield! I want to complain, but they're doing the job of a phalanx formation really well. They're just keeping me stuck here. Because they crawl up the stairs and down the stairs and up the stairs and down the stairs, but there's too many of them for me to fight. Shield! It's not what I wanted you to do, in the slightest. We got one of them, yay! There's a bunch in the back that just will throw stuff at me if I let them. No, I can't make it off the edge of the stairs because he's too close. Can you do something useful, interesting? Ah. Yes. I don't care if I die now, the door's open. Okay, so by stupidity I've opened the door. I'm gonna deal with what's his name next time. What's gonna happen is, like it's been showing, I'm going to have to just abuse bleed, keep bum rushing him until I, you know, succeed. But here's the fun part. That door is now open. And it better still be open, because doors don't close when you die. But I'm gonna run down here just to be extra sure. And yeah, I can't walk over that ledge for some reason. Yeah. This is open now, so technically fighting him is superfluous. There is, you know, other stuff to be done in this room. The phalanxes will respawn. Dealing with them is kind of pointless at this juncture. I am going to go ahead and loot this body while I'm down here. An effigy shield. But yeah, they will respawn, so we're probably not going to be fighting them. You know, they're fun if you have pyromancy because you can just kind of pelt them. There's stuff to do down there, there's stuff over there. But I'm going to say that we got 3 level ups, and this episode has been productive, even if I wasted a large portion of it with what is, to me, an unbalanced attack. I love the concept of Demon Fire Sage. Now, I will say that I think that FromSoft overused the Asylum Demon. Like, you fight him 3 times. Fighting him twice, I get, you know, one weaker, one stronger to show you, you know, how far you've come, I guess. I don't know. To say there's 2 of them guarding the Asylum, that makes sense. The Demon Fire Sage doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. But he's enjoyable and interesting, minus the tracking, the giant tracking AoE blast that can't be rolled through to my knowledge. The time, you probably can, it's just really weird timing. If you roll when the explosion happens, which is when the shockwave would be, you take damage. The hit is later than one would think, and yeah, it's probably easy to roll through if you know what you're doing. I don't care. I don't know what I'm doing. I never claim to know what I'm doing. I just think that if the attack is going to track the position of the player, that it needs to be smaller so that the player can have a chance to avoid it. If it's not going to track the player, if it's just going to go in a straight line, you know, at a set distance, then it can be as big as you want because the player has a chance to know where it's going to land and run. But as it is, if I'm this far away, he swings his axe and I run to here, here is where the explosion's going to be. And it's massive, so I can't just roll, you know, wait for it to trigger and then roll away. I'd make it something like Dark Souls 2, 3's Lingering Flame, where he swings it, you see energy start to pull towards an epicenter, and then you have a chance to get away from that epicenter, then it explodes. You know, that's just my thought. But again, this is Dark Souls 1. It was an earlier game. In any case, I do like the mod putting the fire enemies in this icy area. It's interesting. We already had the torch hollows and the fire throwing guys, so putting the fire dogs and the fire sage here is also interesting. It's likewise interesting that I ended up here because the gaping dragon attacked me. I really hope you don't have to dodge that every time you fight him. Usually I don't get hit by it, but I was just so perplexed by what was going on. I was hearing sorceries being cast, and it was all very interesting. But anyway, I am intrigued. I'm a little frustrated with the Demon Fire Sage. Somehow I survived that fall and opened the door, though, so, you know, we'll work with that. For now, thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time.